You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Well, hello there, Santa and Mrs. Claus. Welcome back to Gaylord Opryland. Sneaking in a break before the big day?
Just finished checking the list again and thought we could take the weekend off.
I need a break, and he's up for some good old-fashioned fun.
Ho, ho, ho.
Well, you've come to the right place.
Ice tubing, ice skating, and ice featuring the Polar Express. Here we come.
Experience it all on a vacation even Santa would love. Buy tickets and packages at Christmas at GaylordOpryland.com.
The holidays start here at Kroger with a variety of options to celebrate traditions old and new. You could do a classic herb-roasted turkey or spice it up and make turkey tacos. Serve up a go-to shrimp cocktail or use Simple Truth wild-caught shrimp for your first Cajun risotto. Make creamy mac and cheese or a spinach artichoke fondue from our selection of Murray's cheese. No matter how you shop, Kroger has all the freshest ingredients to embrace all your holiday traditions. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I wanted to direct my attention to what's going on in the gaming universe right now. It ain't good. It's not good. You know, when I play a bunch of different video games, because for those, I think everybody knows, like, it's been well established on this podcast that I'm a content creator, and some of the content that I do, and it's something that I've been doing ever since I was a small child, but I play video games, and I managed to turn it into a YouTube video, a Twitch stream, a TikTok video, something. I managed to turn it into something, but it confuses me because you would think that you would want to, like me, if I was a developer, you would think that what would be running through my mind is, what could we do to make this game fun and get people all across the world playing it? That should be the main thing running through people's head. But I feel like with some developers, the main thing that runs through their head is, how much money can we make from this game? Forget gameplay. Forget the bugs that we're going to release on day one of this game coming out. Forget, all the stuff that we said that we've been promising for all this time. But if you want to get that, you're going to have to pay more money. No, the only thing I feel like that developers are worried about is how much money they can make from a video game. And it confuses me because there are some games out there where they give you a crap load of content for free. You don't have to pay absolutely nothing. 2 games in particular is Warframe and Fortnite. Those are the 2 games I have to say. I played those games more time in the past few years of me really like going at it with Twitch streaming and all that stuff. Those are the 2 games where I have played them, and I honestly felt like that, it was time like worth it. I haven't really put too much money into Warframe and Fortnite, but honestly, it would be worth it. honestly, it would be worth it. The stuff that they provide in that game, and then the things that they ask like the money for and stuff. Yeah, it's like it's two different things when you look at those games. It's two different things when you look at those games, and then when you look at other games where they expect you to pay for more content, and then you got it where Warframe and Fortnite, they're like, no, you can download all the content that you want to download for free, but like, yeah, the cosmetic stuff, that's the only thing that you have to pay for. But gameplay wise, I feel like with them, at least they know. Let me unplug my phone charger real quick because it keeps like tickling my leg and it's distracting. But anyways, at least with them, they understand that what a gamer wants, they want gaming content. They don't want no art. And it confuses me because I'm like, fam, when did we ask for art in a video game? Like, yeah, I get it. I want my character to look cool. I want, them to have like some dope skins on their weapons. But at the end of the day, that don't matter. And I would rather have it where I play the game, unlock it because I'm that good at the game rather than, oh, well, let me buy it, but I suck at the game. I mean, that's something that I don't understand. Why can't it be like how it was the old ways when it came to gaming, where it's like you just had to sit down and grind it out? And that's the one thing that I had to say that I appreciate with both Warframe. More so Warframe. Fortnite, I mean, it don't really matter. I feel like it's more so built on the gamer when they very first get into it. Like, are you going to be good or not? Because there's a lot to offer in this game. So, yeah, with Fortnite, it's a little different. But with Warframe, it's like, no, you have to display your skill in that game to show, like, oh, because there was the one character that I did buy. But they have it on there where you can unlock just about every night. Not just about, like, no, you can unlock every character for free if you just grind it out in that game. So it confuses me is that, and I don't even know how much like that game makes annually. Let me see how much money has Warframe made. Let's just see all together. You'd be surprised, the group responsible for the game has achieved a total revenue of million. I don't know why I thought I seen billion, but 227 million, that's a lot. That's a lot. 227.7 million, yeah, in terms of the progression of the year, an increased profit of 22.7%, which in these terms is equivalent to $141.5 million. Okay, because I was about to say, I thought it said billion, and I was about to say, I'm like, bro, that's how much money they're making. But the thing is this though, it makes sense because it's like if you're playing that game, they have it where there's all these missions, like, so they have it where it's kind of like if you've played the video game Destiny, it's pretty much same exact thing. You go to all these different planets, you do all these different missions. A lot of missions are the same, if not all the missions. They have it where there's some things that are a little different and stuff, but for the most part, all the missions are pretty much the same. They just, change things up here and there. But for the most part, the missions, you can play all those missions for free. And like I said, the only thing that you have to pay for is the cosmetics in there. So yeah, you'll have it in there where it's like if you want your character to be a certain color, so like let's say for an example, if you own like a gaming organization, right? Like a gaming clan, like FaZe Clan or something like that, and your colors are blue and purple. So they have it where you have to buy those two. I think they do have some colors there. Yeah, they do have some colors that are available, but there's other colors on there that you'll have to buy. But the thing is this, that's not stopping me from playing the game. I don't go to a video game for cosmetics. I'm like, yeah, I want my character to, look all dope and things, but my character can be freaking yellow and pink. As long as the gameplay is fun, that's all that matters to me. I don't care about none of the extra stuff. So that's why I'm like, it trips me out where if they see that they don't make, I feel like with some games out there, if they see that they don't make a lot of money in a certain field, then they feel like that they got to do something. And for an example, the video game Destiny, I feel like that game was doing good at one point. Let's just see how much money that game Destiny 1 made. Destiny 1 made how much money? How much franchise, not the franchise, how much did Destiny 1? So 500 million. So you doubled what Warframe made, and that was from a video game that you had to pay for, and that's not even including, I don't know if that is including the DLCs and all the other extra stuff that came with the game, but other than that, it's like, That's where you guys were at. Explain to me, and I would like to just see how much 2 has made. Destiny 2, the sequel released in 2017, is Bungie's biggest asset right now, making the company an estimated $200 million in revenue. That must be yearly, because there's no way that's like all together of like how much they've made and stuff. Because I'm like, you mean to tell me, so they already made over 160 million in MTX revenue from November to February, November 2017, February 2019. So Bungie did not make 3 point from this. So yeah, they got one too many things going on right now. In other words, for all the costs to produce Destiny. So there's like 500. That's confusing. They don't even know how much money they made. But my thing is this though. It's like, why change the game? You know, why change it to something that nobody didn't ask for? Nobody asked for the game to be free. My thing is this. If there was people out there asking for the game to be free or saying that the game should have been free, look at what that game is right now, where it's not free. Yeah, it's free to download, but it ain't free to play. And that's what confuses me, where it's like, I done bought this game a long time ago, and you mean to tell me all that stuff gone over? And I'm like, bro, if that was the case, then I'm like, I wouldn't even have bought the game if I knew that because the original story in that game was good. Why they changed it, I have no idea. All right, but anyways, they took all that stuff out, have it where it's like all these new DLCs or content in the game, and I'm like, bro, who asked for that? Like, I'm saying, like, and then there's other games. You got the sport games. I'm like, bro, I could go on and on about, like, FIFA, Madden, NBA 2K, because I feel like all those games are, like, one and the same. I have to say, the one and only game that I did play, the one sports game that I did play in the recent years where I was like, okay, that was actually good, is MLB The Show. That was one of the only games where I was like, okay, I can appreciate this sports game. But NBA 2K, same game. Madden is okay. I'll say that much about it. FIFA, yeah, it's okay-ish, I guess. But other than that, it's like there's nothing being done to like that same level of fun that I was having like back when I was playing Madden NFL 07. Yeah, I'm not getting that when I play Madden NFL 23, 24, whichever one they're coming out with now. Or I'm trying to think FIFA. I wasn't really a FIFA fan growing up and things, but when I think of like basketball games, I think of like a good basketball game is NBA Street Volume 2. Why haven't they made no game like that? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like they make it where it's like it's the same game, but it's like, bro, have it where we can get into fights in those games. I'm saying have it where my character, he gets fined like $15 million for trying to get another player to sign. Like, I'm saying something needs to be different with the sport games. You know, they need to have it where there's like newer things you can do, different, like, you know. But with the thing is this though, like if I can just sit down and talk on all the sport games right now. So with Madden, yeah, they should have it where your character can get out into fights, because I think it was like in the older video games, you could like, I remember I pushed somebody in another video game. It was like an old like football video game that came out in the Nintendo 64, and I remember I was walking up to a guy and straight just pushed him over in that game, and I think I did get a flag. I think I did get punished some way in the game. But I'm saying, even if because that was like all the way back in my childhood, that probably was just a glitch or something. But I'm saying they should have it where there's like a thing where you could get into full-blown fights, and then your coach is like talking to you about it, then you get like, you know, then you gotta like work your way up. They should have it where it's like it's a little bit more realistic. But when you have it where it's just the same robotics every single year, yeah, that's not fun. That ain't fun at all. I'm saying, like, to me, that type of stuff, I'm like, nah, bro, it's just it don't make sense. I'm like, and then like with FIFA, I guess like something that they could add to FIFA is have it where there's like more like where you're like the player that you can create, or even if it's like some ultimate team type stuff, they need to have it where it's like that stuff is different somehow, some way. Have it where it's like, yeah, for the ultimate team, have it where it's like, okay, you get a player that's like an overall 60. Have it where you can build his stats up. Have it where you build his stats up, and then he slowly gets to like that blue card ranking, like if we're talking FIFA or something. So I'm saying they could do that. NBA 2K, they need to just have it where your character, he's not coming into the league playing as if he's never played basketball before. Have it where it's like the career starts off where it's like your retirement year or something. Like you're like the next LeBron James, or your character's just making shots left and right. But it's like, to me, it's this, because it's not like that with FIFA. It's not like that with Madden. It's not like that with MLB The Show. NBA 2K is the only game out there where I feel so discouraged playing as a basketball player. When in Madden, you're going to score a touchdown. You ain't going to have it where your character blows an ACL, tears a ligament in his leg, or he does something just weird, to where he can't score the touchdown. FIFA, they don't have it where your character, he trips and falls, and therefore he can't score the goal. And then MLB The Show, it's like, yeah, they have it where your character, he might strike out. But for the most part, I would have to say that's like, when talking like on statistics, I feel like that I have achieved more in MLB The Show than I did the last time I played NBA 2K. Because I'm telling you, they make it seem like that your character, and then that's another thing where they were like your stamina, where it's like your character, he gets all tired. It is a video game, bro. My thing is this: imagine if all video games were like that, right? Imagine if all video games, because I know they do it in WWE 2K2, but no, I'm saying all video games out there. Imagine playing a game where you're playing as a robot. And then the robot, they gotta go and replace his battery. That's not the main focus of the game, bruh. I'm not worried about that. I'm saying, but there's like, I know there are some games out there where they have it, where it's like your character, he might get slightly tired or something. But I know like with, there's other games where they don't focus on that. My thing is this: it shouldn't even be a focus at all in general, unless it's like some survival type. Yeah, if they come out with like a survival basketball game, then yeah, okay. But I'm saying if it's just a regular old basketball game, bro, there should be no reason on why I got to buy Gatorade so my character can be replenished when he's playing. It is a video game. It is a video game, bro. A video game. I'm not playing basketball for real. I am playing a video game version of it. So it should feel like a video game more so as like this realistic simulator. I think there's just too many, or they need to have it where there are, you guys come out with your realistic simulators, but have it where there's like some arcade games on the side. What they really, and that's one game that I had to say that I really did appreciate. Like throughout the years or the few years I've been streaming and stuff. But no, like the one game that I did appreciate was Dirt 4. It's this racing game, and they had it where the game looked realistic, but it had its arcade feel to it. And that's one game where I was like, no, out of all the Dirt games that I played, Dirt 4 is the best one. Dirt Rally was way too realistic. Dirt 5 was like, I don't even know what that game was. It did come off as a dirt game, though. They had it where you're racing on ice, mountains. Then it's like maybe a couple of missions where you're racing on dirt. They had it where you was out here building whole tracks, which is okay. But at the same time, I'm like, Dirt 4 actually felt like a dirt racing game. Like, that should have been the first game out of them all. And I was like, I felt like that was the game that, nobody didn't really talk on, but yet that was the funnest one, in my opinion, so. And then, like, with NBA 2K, I can't even think of a time where I had fun with that game. Madden NFL 07, in my opinion, will always be the best Madden video game of all time. FIFA, it's okay-ish. MLB The Show, they actually know what they're doing. I mean, they had it on there, and NBA 2K, they kind of did the same thing with Jordan, but they had it where it was like you was playing as like old like characters in MLB The Show, and I thought it was like a like the African American baseball league and stuff, and I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm saying, they just need to add more and do different things in video games, but not different as in what they want different like something that's gonna impress the fans. And that's why I think a lot of these games, if not all of them, need to be in early access. We need to test out before we actually commit, because I think that's what early access, what it should be. I think what early access, because I feel like there's, with some of these video games, all right, let me just talk on that real quick, the early access stuff. I think what a lot of these developers should do, but I think the first thing that should change with early access is that if I commit to not commit, if I buy a game and that game is unfinished and the developers just don't, because I could think of some games right now that I bought that's been in early access where they you just see where developers, they'll come out with them and then they don't really do much with it and stuff. So they need to have it where games start off in early access, and then when your game gradually gets better to like very positive or overwhelmingly positive, that's it. That's the only mark that you can get to when if you have like in your game at early access and you want it out of early access. But they need to have it set up like that where it's like, okay, it's like you go through the early access program, the game is good by this deadline, okay, then then your game can fully release and things. But if not, and you guys just trying to do this as a cash grab, no, that's not gonna work. The fans are gonna get their money back. We don't care how you give them their money back, but the fans are gonna get their money back. Because I feel like there's a lot of people out here that's just scamming. So I think I'm gonna make that into a video where I'm like, nah, something that's gonna most likely upset, gaming developers, because they're gonna probably look at it as like, oh, well, should we do that? Why? If you buy the game. No, my thing is this, because there's developers. I am convinced that there are developers out there that do not care about who's buying their video game. So they're just gonna come out with whatever. And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm tired of buying games and they're not good, and then it's like I'm just out here wasting my money. So they definitely need to have it where there's like, yeah, all games need to go through the early access program, or have it where there's like a game tester where it's like they play the game beforehand, and then because that would be no different than, it's like, imagine if this is the example that I want to leave you guys off with. Imagine if restaurants were ran by people that were treating video like the way that people treat video games. Imagine if like restaurant owners were the same way. There's gonna be a lot of sick people in this world. I'm saying, like, if I'm consuming food that's unfinished, that's not made properly, that got like, bugs in it and stuff, you gonna have Gordon Ramsay shutting down a lot of different restaurants. But no, I'm saying that's how a lot of these games need to be ran as, because I'm like, no, and I hope it does. That's why I'm like, bro, I'm gonna talk about this for a minute, okay? So somebody, I wish there was like a gaming organization or something where it's like, they had like a kind of like a health food inspector, but a video game inspector and stuff. Yeah, I'd be like, bro, I think I might do that. I think that, I might just take it upon myself to make that into my own job and things. Yeah, become a video game inspector, and then people that, I mean, it's technically like a video game reviewer and stuff. So it's whatever. I mean, it's like, I thought, it's just something that I decided. I'm like, I think it should, bro. That actually, I'm thinking about it. I might do that. I might turn it into a series where I'm just kind of reviewing games, and I'm just like, nope, don't buy this game. Game's unfinished. I'm like, no, developers. I'm like, you want me to say something different about your game? Then come out with a better game. That's it. That's all you have to do. Come out with a game that works properly. They ain't got I ain't got to do no weekly updates on it every week. It's like, bro, that's doing too much. All right, so. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.